Bosh.
This is my new summer car. Potentially.
I've hit a minor roadblock with the C10, C20. So I haven't got much to film. So I'm just gonna do a little update of what's going on around this place and see where we're at with some of the stuff that's going on. Which brings you to the 36. Man, this car looks good. This is such a nice looking car. Ish. This car looks great. I love this car. Obviously, you know that I was gonna sell it. I didn't enjoy it much. Obviously, I crashed it and I lost a little bit of love for it, which is, is what it is. But I put fresh tires on it and I'm gonna clean it up and get it ready to drive around this summer. It's been sat for some time. If the guy that messaged me last night doesn't actually buy it, because I posted a picture up last night and go, oh, is it still for sale? I'll buy it for XYZ. And I'm thinking, it's been for sale this whole time and no one's tried to buy it. And now you want to buy it as soon as I post a picture. Messing with my head. So plan is, clean it up a bit, you know, get some new wings, put some stiffer springs on it, fix this rear quarter, fix this rear trim, which is just awful. I don't know why it's so bad. And get it tracked and, you know, drive it around for summer. As my summer car has fucked off. Which also brings you to this car, which is a Mark II Golf GTI. It's been in the background for some time. This car is extremely rotten and I'm doing it bit by bit as I go. But it's mildly overwhelming because it's so rotten. So I've put this corner on here up to here. You can see the join there. So I put all this on. Same again this side. I've not actually finished this side. It's not all welded back on there. So I've welded it all the way up to there, all the way back. I've had to do a couple of repairs in the spare wheel well. It's gonna get a rear valance. We're about to do all the rear beam mounts on here. Put this patch in here. I've done the strut towers. There's a lot of work going on. Like there's floor pans all rotten as well back here. And I'm doing it bit by bit. This GTI is very rotten. That's why I got these corners. You may have seen them in the background. This car was actually better than this car, surprisingly. And I've just taken like the rear beam mounts off the bottom here because they're all factory and they're pretty decent. And these ones are just not there. So, if you're wondering what that was in the background, that's what I'm doing. And then we have Ruby's car. The sheet keeps getting blown off it in the wind, but everything is pretty much done on this car, bar the wheels. And there's lots of little bits that I can't do until I've got the wheels on with new tires and bolted back together. So yeah, we're waiting for new lips and then this can be finished, but they're about 3 or 4 weeks out potentially at the minute. So that's on the back burner. No, it's not getting done. It's not getting done. We'll have to wait till I've had it for 20 years and then we'll start it then. Set myself such a high standard now that rushing this is not on my agenda at the minute. Also, I don't have enough time. I literally don't have enough time. This car, and a little bit of this car, mixed in with the fact that next month I'm going to Italy for 2 weeks. In June, we're going to Poland. There will be a couple other car shows that I want to go to. I'm physically just not going to have enough time. And in May and June, July, some of these cars are also not going to be here. And I want to spend stupid amounts of money on that car, and I don't have stupid amounts of money right now. I don't have any money right now, to be honest. But one day, just one day, all right? One day. Out of all my cars, this is the one I want to do the most. This is just what I want to do the most. The worst thing about this, it's literally the rarest car in the world. I can't find any parts for it. There's loads of US spec parts that I want to try and buy for that car. They just don't exist. I literally can't find anywhere. I've looked everywhere for these parts. I've asked people in America. I've looked through the junkyards because they've got it all on the internet. You can just look at their junkyards when you're in America. Can't find nothing. Doesn't exist. And it needs rust repair. And it needs an exhaust. So, no. So once again, that car is on the back burner. Which is why I want to put the 36 back on the road, so I can have some mild bit of entertainment this year with that. Because to be honest, it's a decent car. I just need to tidy it up a little bit. I have this. This car is rotten. We've been waiting for this sunroof cut for a while. Finally got one. These cars dissolve like no man's business. I've done loads of repairs on the inner of this arch and on the chassis rail. Done loads of that. I've done this as well. And all the inners on this one. All this bit down here and stuff. A lot of work. It still needs a bit more. I'll get there. This is not good. This is all salt. Should clean this. This is all on the front as well. Ooh, that's still wet. I should clean that off. Oh man, that's bad. When I drove this home, there was a salt spreader. Going through a little bit of a crisis at the minute. Everything I own is fucking broken. Which is less than ideal. But now, with this car, you know, I'm at the stage where I don't want to rush it. I don't want to get it on the road as quickly as I possibly can because I want to build something nuts. And this car deserves that, you know. Last year I did just piece it together as the first stage. And I always said there was going to be like 3 stages. Second stage would be lots of suspension work and narrowing it down and finding out all the teething issues and perfecting everything. And then after that, strip down, underneath, inside, fucking everything, paint, unseal. So I'm in a bit of a predicament really because I literally like instantly bought a radiator and stuff to fix this and get it back on the road as quick as I could. And then like, a couple of days went by and I was like, you know what? Like, it's at this point now where it could be something incredible and not just the same car that I drove last year. I know it doesn't really matter. I don't have to build a different car every year. But I've always got this end goal vision for this car. And this car deserves the utmost of my building capabilities. Which is so annoying because
I love this car and I want to drive it.
So the engine is out temporarily. I say temporarily for furthermore until I can afford to do everything. You know, I really want to do the bay, smooth the bay, get rid of all the unnecessary shit. Fuse box gone, literally everything. All I want on show is that booster and that slave cylinder and that port for the heat and that one, and that is it. Everything else gone, including the wipers. Now I always want to put the wiper motor in the arch down here and then have a rod that just connects to the wiper motors from the inside of here, but then smooth it off the cowl. So we've still got wipers, we don't have the hideous motor in the bay, because let's be honest, it looks terrible. And obviously, if you're going to that effort and you have this engine, that's an ITB movement right there. ITBs or don't bother. So, if you was watching my Instagram story, if you're not, follow me on there. I put a little teaser picture up on there, and basically I'm gonna make a t-shirt with the mighty 1G on there, big long headers, ITBs from sort of like this angle, and it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a good t-shirt. It's something that I've had on my mind for a little while and I wanted to make, and my friend is drawing me up a great masterpiece. And yeah, Beats is decent at what he does, so it's gonna come out sick. But obviously you'll hear more about that in future, so stick around for that. Anyway, we don't worry about that for now. Anyway, this is the main priority. It's looking like the second half of the year I'll jump on this, I'll know more. But at the minute, it's all up in the air because I want this car to be perfect. I want to build something that people go, oh my God, that is incredible. They might do the same now, but honestly, I am my own biggest critic. I know it's not perfect. There's so much I want to do to it. Before anyone asks, this is the life and soul of the car. So this car will always have this engine in this car. Nothing else. This is the only one. This is what makes the noise. I tell you, actually, this is what makes the noise. But this, if I didn't have this engine in this car, my Japanese friends on Twitter would shout at me really angrily. They're my friends. So, another car in the sin bin. What is going on? All my cars are just on hold. It's seriously weird to think about. Every single year since I was like 16, I've been building something for the summer or working on something for the summer. And this year, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm like itching to do something, but I'm not doing anything for myself. It's a totally different aspect I've ever come across. I don't have any deadlines for me. I don't have any cars going on. It's all work focused, which is just mental for me. It's just, I don't understand what's going on. I guess I'm very lucky and fortunate to be in a position where I build someone else's cool stuff and I can film that and take some credit for that as well, but it's totally different to what I'm usually used to. But yeah, get excited for a 1G t-shirt. The t-shirt is gonna look exactly what I want the engine to look like. So if you imagine all of this horribleness, this will be gone over here. You know, all the pump and pulleys will be hidden. This manifold will be like up here. You know, it's gonna look so cool, and that's exactly what I want this engine to look like. So hopefully I can sell 28 million of those t-shirts and I'll be able to do all that stuff to it. That'd be so cool. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little update of what's going on. I'll be back on the truck this week. Nathan's coming at the weekend, Saturday, to help me do the bed, get the bed on and measure up and have a look at which way we're gonna go with the rest of the truck. So this is quite a boring little fill of it, but it's just what's happening. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Also, if you don't subscribe, right, my analytics tell me there's quite a lot of people that watch the videos that don't subscribe. So subscribe, because I'm trying to be a rich king with loads of supercars and twin turbo Lamborghinis and stuff. Cheers.